Good afternoon. I'm Paul Kelly, president of the San Jose Police Officers Association. I'm here to support the declaration of a public safety emergency and urge the mayor and city council to support our chief of police and empower him to do what he believes is necessary to keep police officers and our residents as safe as possible and as soon as possible. There's been some speculation swirling around this issue. I want to set the record straight. Some of the council have said, why won't the POA work with the city on some of the items the city has identified that may help recruit and retain officers? One of those items, the PSRP, or as many know it as the DROP program, a program designed to keep officers that have retired on the force a few more years as we struggle to fill our dwindling ranks. The POA supports this program, and we have been working on it. But your own city staff will tell you that even if we sign on the dotted line today and agreed to implement the program, the earliest it could be done and implemented is next year. We have an emergency now that needs a solution now. Another item is a referral program where current San Jose police officers would be incentivized with time off or money to help recruit officers to come here and serve. I took an oath to tell the truth, and there is no way that I would be telling the truth to the people if I said, hey, come on over, everything is fine. It would be unethical. What the city would be asking us to do is to act like a dishonest used car salesman and tell folks, sure, the engine doesn't run, but come on, we'll fix it later. The windows don't roll down, but we don't need fresh air. I cannot and will not do that. We have to focus on passing Measure F and the business tax that will put us on the path to ethically and honestly say to prospective recruits that it is right for them to come over to San Jose Police Department. We are losing officers faster than we can replace them. To those council members who are delusional enough to say we are not in an emergency staffing crisis now, I ask you, what number of officers does our department have to reach before it is an emergency in your eyes? I'll be here for any questions.
Thank you, sir. James Gonzalez. James is followed by, I believe it's Scott Largent, Mark Trout, and Sean Cartwright.
Hello, James Gonzalez, Vice President of the San Jose POA. This is a very serious issue that we're dealing with today, and it really should not be taken lightly. And I ask you, what credible alternative do we have to keep our police officers safe and provide the services that our residents deserve? I'm really sorry and disappointed that this issue has been clouded today by some of the rhetoric that really misrepresents what has been a total partnership between the POA, this elected body, our city manager, our police chief, everybody, to get many, many things over the line. We are working as best as we can to rebuild this police department. We've done partnerships on community outreach, Coffee with a Cop. We've gotten body cameras, major changes to our use of force policies, chokehold policies. We're moving the ball as fast as it's ever been moved forward, and that's not reflective of the rhetoric that's happened this last week. Councilmember Oliverio's proposal to have the sheriff swoop in and save the day is not a serious proposal. All of you received a letter from the sheriff outlining what a nonsensical idea that is. And I'll actually quote her, because that's her quote. The sheriff said, "I will certainly entertain any mutual aid request and provide whatever resources necessary to meet our mutual aid requirements. But providing 340 10-hour shifts a week is a nonsensical idea unworthy of any further attention," unquote, Mr. Oliverio. As far as the other bright idea of having CHP swoop in and save the day, apparently Mr. Oliverio doesn't understand the way that mutual aid works. He fantasizes about redeploying our traffic officers, all 6 of them, all 6 traffic officers that we have left after that has been decimated. That's not the way the mutual aid works, and the CHP, being understaffed, is not offering that assistance. Look, at the end of the day, these are serious issues that serious people need to have a serious discussion about. This declaration of emergency must be made to keep our officers and our residents safe. I think it's time for Mr. Oliverio to take a seat at the little kids' table at Thanksgiving dinner and let the adults deal with this crisis.
Thank you, sir. Scott Largent. Okay, Mark Trout.